Well, made it to TenPoint over here. As you can see, the wife's behind me. We're here at the TenPoint headquarters here in Magador, Ohio. This is going to be fun. I just wanted to start this off saying it was a beautiful day today. Look forward to being here. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Doors are not open yet, but that's okay. We're early. We don't know what time anything opens up over here anyway. But there's an outfitters out here where I guess you buy everything you want archery from these guys up there. So on the way out, guess where we're stopping at? The Hunter's Outlet. That's the name of the place. That's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go check out Hunter's Outlet after we're done meeting the folks here at TenPoint. Wife's got her camera out. She saw some interesting things to take pictures of to add. But like I said, this is my hunting video. Welcome to it, and let's get going. This is a spread out business over here. We're at another building here too. Kind of find out Julie's over there at the Hunter's Outlet. Let me get back there. Look at that. They have another building next door. This whole area, they got a store over here, a building. This is where they make the crossbows. Hunter's Connection, where they sell. Look at the size of this warehouse. They must be doing really, really good. And I understand, because they are really, really good. Yeah, you get a picture of my trike over there? Alrighty, but anyway, this is where they actually make them and do stuff, I guess. So we're gonna find out. The guy in there went in there to call Julie. Look at the church back there. This is pretty nice. Well, a gentleman went in there to call Julie to find out where we're gonna mow. She actually works up near the Hunter's Connection outlet up there, complete Hunter's Outlet. And I only typed in TenPoint, so this is the only thing I know. But they got a huge warehouse right here, and like I said, two buildings, that one there plus the one I'm standing in front of is really, really super nice. So I'm looking really forward to meeting them and seeing how the crossbows are made. Maybe, you know, let us in some trade secrets, who knows. We'll see what we can do and cannot do. All right, change of plans over here at the Hunter's Outfitters to meet Julie and Mr. Woods and all of them, and maybe get to see the plant down there. It's another big ass store. And you know I'm going to buy some stuff in there anyway. That's the way we do things. Waiting for the wife to catch up. All right, here we are. This is Julie, Randy, and Brian. We're finally here at the Bass Pro Shop. All right, Bass Pro. Listen to me. That's my shop where I'm heading to next. We're here at the TenPoint factory, and we're going to get a tour here pretty soon, so it should be pretty good. And so far, thumbs up. Well, we finished the tour here at the factory and everything. It was a great day. We got a lot of history. I'm probably going to add that to my next video. Wind up spending money, of course, and I'm definitely coming back up here in May. These people are fantastic, and they got a great story to tell you, and I'll share it with you soon. Thank you. Man, what a beautiful day today. Besides riding 219 miles from here to Sandusky, and, yep, Tommy boy, and then come right back over here. We visited the Cabela shop. We visited the, about 3 or 4, hold on, let me get this thing a little straighter here. Okay. We visited 3 Harley-Davidson dealers, Mud River, Rock and Roll, and Rubber right here in Akron, Ohio. But that's not what this video is about. Our visit today at TenPoint with Randy, Julie, and Brian was out of this world. I mean, I cannot describe the pleasure that me and the wife both had. Under their webpage, and I really, really want you to read these, because it will tell you the history of how Rick Mendar started TenPoint and his story with his wife, his sister, and how they all started up there in Chatfield, Ohio, which is right outside Magador, by the way. Rick and his sisters, Cindy and Joanna, they worked for TenPoint as they grew up. And anyway, the shop operates today as Hunter's Outlet over there, where you can actually buy the TenPoint stuff. You can test it out, check it out, and we're going to get into that a little bit. But the history that Brian Zabisky, I hope I pronounced your name right, Brian, sorry, but anyway, Brian laid out, provided my wife and I the greatest insight on Rick and how he started the business. His picture is hanging inside the break room, the archery room, where you can test your stuff at, and you got to go to their TenPoint. Underneath technology, you'll see our story. You really got to go in there and read the history and how he started this thing here. I've got notes here. I hope you don't mind that. I gotta keep track, because there was so much that happened today. We didn't get to video the entire thing. I was more concentrating and asking questions and doing what I had. But what got me mentioned the Horton brand and how they were doing good, and then they started sending their stuff off to China to get made, and the parts coming back. So they had to kind of fold. And when I mentioned Horton to a couple other crossbow people, they kind of like, guys, well, come to find out, when TenPoint bought the name, they actually improved the bow. Now, is Horton out there as much? Probably not. TenPoint is very dominant along with the Wicked Ridge series. Like I said, the history that he had, Brian was telling me when he was there, he went and shot bows at the old building. That's the one that you're going to see in the picture, in the video there, where it says Hortons and all that in the black window, that old building. That was the original building. It had 2 bedrooms, apartment, a shop, workspace, and an archery place out back. And then he showed us the back of the building where they extended it, which is now part of the Q&A. At the same time we were at the building, we met Barbara, who is the video honcho behind Brian's videos. Brian does the video as far as the appearances. He posts it on the website. He keeps you all informed. But Barbara is the one that puts it all together, splices it, and does what she does. She kind of does like I'm doing right now with you here on YouTube. The tour and that, like I said, that building looked old and raggedy. And the one that we stopped at initially is where they have 2 production lines, the warehouse, the storage, and the shipping, and all that goes out. The older building is used with the quality assurances, their marketing, their I guess you want to say their video stuff and all that kind of stuff. But there's more to, like I said, read the history more about that one there. I was impressed that Mr. Woods has been there for 19 years. Brian's been there for well over 10. And of course, Julie is then there for 7, but she started off in the warehouse putting the aquadraw stuff, I think is what she said, together. Anyway, she started off in the factory. She was moved over there to customers relationship and customer service. So if you call TenPoint, you're going to talk to Julie, and you will not regret it. Even if you send it on the form and you say, hey, I got questions, don't be surprised if she calls you back, because she is that good. She was one of the driving reasons that we went back there more and more. And of course, Brian's videos on YouTube, his knowledge of the crossbow since he was 6 there, is just outstanding. I cannot emphasize that enough. I think what got me too was Randy, or Mr. Woods, excuse me. He had to go to a meeting, which is, you know, he's a boss. He's got to do that kind of stuff. I remember doing them. We have the briefings and meetings and teleconferences. But when we were back at the outlet, the Hunter's Outlet, where you buy the stuff, he came over there and he was helping me out with the Havoc. He let me test fire the Havoc, showed me some more. Brian showed me the Havoc earlier, or showed me the sled system and how it worked. I was ecstatic with that sled system, believe it. I was really happy. I shot the Havoc. It's not my cup of tea on that one, trust me. I think it's a great bow. It's just not for George. George and Joe, my wife, both love the Viper now. So we'll probably sell our Wicked Ridges and buy those Vipers because they're lighter. They were easier to hold steady, where I didn't move, I didn't fluctuate. I loved that. And of course, Mr. Wood came out there and he brought the Steady Eddie, hooked it up there where you set it here on your waist, and he pulled it left and right, and I stayed steady with that thing. So yes, I bought 3 of those. One for myself, one for Joe, my wife, and one for my son-in-law. He's getting one too. While we're there, we asked questions, a lot of questions, and I asked, well, what happens if the sled breaks, or even the aquadraw string breaks, or something happens where you can't cock it? Well, you can use the old traditional, put your foot in there, cock it. It will work perfectly. But I chose to get the ACU sled. I got this one, and the other one's for my son. He's got this. These are backups. But why do I like that? You see the sled? This is going to allow you to put it on there and get an even pull every time. Because what I learned, and I didn't really notice, but I figured it out. When we use traditional bows, some of us have got right-handed or stronger, so you kind of tilt it a little bit. And the same with the left. You never really get an even draw. With the ACU draw and the ACU slide, you'll get the same draw every time, which keeps your arrow more consistent in going down range, hitting the target where you need to hit. So, he answered a lot of my questions to the best ability about the company, how it was made. But let me tell you what, besides they have the greatest crossbows that were ever made, their customer service and personal touch is beyond reach that any company I've ever dealt with. And I'm 62 years old, and I've dealt with a lot of people from the time I was 15 and beyond. And their passion, their love and their passion that they have for this company was far more than, yeah, it's a 9-to-5 job, piss on it, I'm done. No, they are into it. They're into, like Bill did, Rick did, excuse me. They see something, they want to know how it works, how to take it, how to make it better. And you know what the best part about this, ladies and gentlemen? It's American made. And I forgot to mention something about Barbara. She is an Army veteran. Kudos to her and thank her for her service as well. I did bring up, hey, do you deal military discounts? No, they don't. And for good reasons, because they make such a great bow, but they got such a low price compared to what you might pay for the Matthews or the Holtz and the other brands that are out there. I know there's more. I'm not knocking any other crossbow. I'm not knocking any other bow. That's a personal choice, just like we choose women or men, or food, or cars, or bikes. It doesn't matter. It's all personal. But I'm laying the groundwork out from what I can see as a common person that doesn't have a big bankroll, that loves customer service, loves quality, and for whatever they do, because now he has 2 assembly lines, and how many crossbows they put out a day is phenomenal, because they're selling like hotcakes. I mean, that's just the way it is. They're that good. But they stand behind their products, as Julia stand behind and sent me stuff because they broke, or you know, I had a problem with it, and that's due to myself probably, I don't know, or I had questions, she helped me out. The upgrades, she helped me out. So all that was there. Binoculars. My buddy Bob has a Vortex binoculars, 10x50s. Man, I put them things on and I could focus. That's what I love about them. You could, you know, focus it here with your finger. They were so crystal clear that we were sitting there shooting and I could see. I bought them there at the outlet, Hunter's Outlet, for $219 versus $260 at Bass Pro Shop. You add that in there, that's a great savings. I picked up, like I said, I picked up the Steady Eddies and other things there. You know, I spent over $600, yes I did, but it's all well worth it and very good to use. I just wanted to share this with you. Oh yes, this is Ohio. They got a Republican governor, I understand, but he's a liberal bitch. Excuse my French, I'm sorry. But anyway, everywhere you go, you have to have a mask. So Julie gave me, and my wife, look at this. Hey, TenPoint. But let me tell you what, I hate a mask, and I still do, and I'm a rebellious guy. But these are comfortable. I have yet to ever have a mask that was that comfortable on my face. Breathable and comfortable. So kudos to that. And Julie, thank you very much. I did use them today because everywhere I went, you had to have a damn mask on. So, if you're looking for a good crossbow, my friend Bob and I'm going to talk to him, trust me, after he sees this video too. We're coming back up here together and we're going to get these crossbows because like I said, you don't know what it's like if you buy it in the package or you see it online in catalogs. But up here, you see the crossbow, you can pick it up, go over to the range, put a couple bolts down range, feel it, have it. They give you a great demonstration. Then you decide what is going to be best for you. On top of that, the Garmin Zero X1, I put that on the scope. He brought it out there and he showed it to me how it works. And I thought it was fascinating. You put the little dot, tells you how far it is outside. Boom. What I think was funny is it goes, room, target locked. You know, I'm thinking like it was in the aircraft or as Bob as a combat pilot. It's like watching Star Wars. Whoop, you're going to lock it, the arrow's going to go there. But no, it's going to be pretty accurate. As the deer moves, you move. You ain't going to hold the rangefinder and then put it up to your eye and then, oops, he moved 10 yards. These, where you put the dot, you can follow it, push the button where you want it on the finger over here, your thumb, or in the front, it doesn't matter. That was a great thing. I'm still debating on that. My wife will not have one based upon that it adds 2 more pounds to the bow and her ability to hold the bows and use it. But that bridge is yet to be crossed too. And they will help you bore sight it and install it right there. They got a spot in there, puts it on there, so you're good to go. So, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. We've already, my wife and I are just a couple hundred miles shy of 1,000 miles on this trip, and we got to head home tomorrow. We're heading to Shawshank first, go see where the prison movie was made. But I want to thank you for watching my videos. I really hope you can get out and see TenPoint because, ladies and gentlemen, and you fellow hunters, with TenPoint, you're not going to go wrong. I'm going to put their website down here at the bottom, but I really think if you really want to understand that company, go to the technical side of the house, go to the bottom, and it says Our Story, and you could read for an hour and a half. There's probably a video. I haven't read them all yet. I want to get this video out tonight and put online while I'm here at the hotel. It's got faster internet. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and keep on hunting and keep making. Oh yeah, become a PETA member like me. I support PETA. People eating tasty animals. Remember that. Anyway, people, have a good evening, and we'll start our next video as I hunt Friday for some more toms, and I got to catch up with my expert wife over there. All right? Thank you.